Hello everyone, John Runner 88 here with another Diorama Days. And this time we have Cal Kestis and my custom Wookiee. Took a black chrysanthemum body, painted it up to match the head of this Wookiee warrior that I got for, I don't know, like $10 at a local comic place. And painted him up kind of like blondish brown. And I did this I took parts from his original harness and Black Chrysanthemum's belt and glued it all together to make his own kind of like a little ammo belt. And I think it came out pretty sweet. It had some kind of greenish, coppery paint, some greenish metallic paint, and did it for little canisters on there, and it looks really cool. So happy with how that came out. We got Cal Kestis here, and he's got a hand from a Jurassic World or Jurassic Park 3 Alan Grant figure. The Jurassic World figures are terrible in my opinion. I don't like the way they look overall. They've got serious diaper syndrome, and their faces just never look that great. And but the hand fits quite a few vintage collection figures, which is nice. Just pop them out. Put the this one, it is kind of off a little bit with the skin tone, but when you back up, you can't tell as much. You have to really be looking at it. And this is also a backpack from that set, I believe. And it fits Cal perfectly. Even when he falls down, he still wears it. Yeah, it fits him real good. Doesn't look overly bulky or anything, which is nice. Sometimes you get that with backpacks on figures. They can, especially the straps, they can look a little ridiculous, but this actually fits him really good. And as you saw moments ago, when he had both his legs on, BD1 did kind of wedge underneath one of the straps. Really wish they gave us a little more articulation with this BD1. At least the antenna on his head, they're different pieces that are glued on. They could have easily have made those swivel, but let's get on to the rest of this because we got some more stuff going on here, some extra accoutrements in the background. But you'll see this if you follow me on Instagram, and I'll probably use this as as a thumbnail. I put this little thing together. Nothing crazy, just some wire and a little clamp to get a stormtrooper flying back. I was using Cal. That hand is he's waving right now. He's, being thanks, Wookiee friend, for knocking out these stormtroopers with me. But I was using it as a force push to get a stormtrooper flying off screen. So I had some fun with that. Move him over there. And I went on to Temu, however you want to say it, recently, and got these little baskets for I think it was $1 something for 2 of those, and I got another little set of them, and I also got this, which it looks good for the most part. I'm probably gonna paint it up some more, but it's just a little crate thing, and I just put some junk in it for the background, and all these little Grogu and Luke 2-pack frogs in there. From my Black Chrysanthemum purchases, I've got some Melaroon fruits in there. There we go. And yeah, and I got some stormtroopers just about one jiggling in the foreground. I got a security droid back there, K2SO, just kind of knocked out. And the artillery stormtrooper. I was just playing with stormtroopers this morning, and I was like, I want to do something with them. And I like having all these thermal detonators just strewn about. It's awesome that they're individual. They could have easily have just given us one that pops out, and the other ones are sculpted, but it's cool that we've got all those accessories. Not sure how they access them when they're on their back in battle. I would assume they would probably need a second trooper with them at all times to aid them in grabbing the artillery from their backpack. I believe that's how actual mortars worked back in the day. You usually had a spotter with you, kind of to have your back to aid you and stuff like that. Could be wrong. Who knows? In the comments, let me know if you want. Feel free. And we've got a remnant stormtrooper there. He's just already beat up, and I got like a little Captain Pauldron on him, and a Loth Cat, because and this is my Disney Villainous expansion pack here. But yeah, I like using those. They're actually like a nice kind of like weirdly, like they're long and kind of like they're tall and like short on the sides, so like they kind of give you a nice range of propping things up. And I always use my trusty I Spy books to block out excess light, or else you'd see all sorts of weird things through that plastic window there. But really like this background I did. I've had it in a few diorama setups so far. I definitely had more of this backing, and I want to find it because I want to make like another one to extend it out and have more options, because I like the setups I always do with this, but I'm limited as to like the pictures I can get without putting like like Cantina or something here to lengthen it. I'd like more of like this style background just to throw around and make some cool looking backdrops. I got my troop transport over here. I was going to use that, but it kind of like really fills up the space, and I only had one of these kind of like burlappy scrapbook papers, so I couldn't really I couldn't like make it wider. I go every now and then, and I'm like, oh, like sometimes I just pick up like one of these, and I don't know why I only get one of a particular scrapbook paper, because I'm like, oh, what am I going to use this for? It's like, but then when I use it, I'm like, I should have gotten another one. So moving forward, I usually get two of each whenever I do stuff like this. But then when I use two, I'm going to want another one. So that's how that works, isn't it? But I think that's going to about do it for this. Had some fun. Some extra figures sitting around. Got this at Hobby Lobby. I think it was on clearance or something, or on sale, but got tons of accessories in there, which is nice. Definitely fits a lot of stuff. And then, of course, the Stormtroopers, little accessory boxes here, just stuff I use frequently, or like that is really kind of like unique that I want to be able to get my hands on quick. And this is like Clone Trooper blasters, Battle Droid blasters. It's all fun stuff. But I think that's going to about do it for this one. Here, Cal Kestis saying goodbye to you all. Hope you had a fun time watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Follow me over on Instagram. You'll see a lot more pictures of different angles, like down here, over there, up here. Look at that bird's eye view. Nice and blurry for you. There we go. But I think that's going to about do it for this one. Bye, guys.